And we're on our way, it looks like here. Delta 2843 for a flight from Salt Lake City to Minneapolis, approximate flying time 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I guess we better start moving here, huh? What's going on? Now we should have roller. There we go. Now in this particular aircraft, the 3D view does not have a panel, so I'm using the gauges in front of me. For that, we'll be taxiing to runway 16 left. We'll be taking off to the south on the Leach 6 departure. First waypoint is PIG, P-P-I-G-G. And we go to our transition point, which is Rock Springs, Wyoming. So we're on our way here. I hope the picture isn't too blurry. Should be good to go here. Let's see. Boy, it's not very good, is it? Now, let's see what we can do about it. Should be able to see the mountains in the background there. There's a 10-second delay, so that's throwing me off a little bit on the video. I look at it when I make a change and then I don't see it happening, so it's kind of messing with my mind a little. That's okay, it's not the end of the world. And we'll be heading to runway 16 left. And the winds are 150 at 9 knots. Got a few clouds at 15,000, a few at 20 AGL. Altimeter is 3018. All that is set and ready to go here. We'll be kicking on the autopilot momentarily, or the FMS momentarily, and getting ready to go here. You wonder what that white screen is that keeps popping up on the left monitor. That is a Excel program that I wrote. Stand by just a moment. We need to stop here. I got somebody at the door. Give me just a minute. Well, sorry about that. I had someone come to my door that was picking up some stuff from me, so let's continue with our taxi now and get off the ground here. Looks like we still got a picture. That's good. Oh dear. And we'll be turning on the runway, hitting the runway lights, and we should be ready to go momentarily. Auto throttle's on, so we should start hearing the engine spool up a little bit, and we'll be on the way. Airspeed, we're at 80 knots, 90 knots, 100 knots. We should be ready to lift off here. Gears going up, runway heading, pulling the flaps back a little bit. We'll be doing a right turn to the waypoint Pig, and then we'll continue our climb from there. Let's see, let me make sure I got some things set here that I need to have set. There we go. Now we should be good to go. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Now let's go to here. And we'll start our auto climb. Bring in the flaps a little bit more. We're accelerating to 250 knots as we make this turn. You might see a shadow off on our right screen. You may see a little bit of a shadow, not sure. But we are airborne and moving now, so the Pig waypoint should be coming up pretty soon. And we're going to bring shut flaps all the way in now. If you're new to this, what I'm operating here on this system is a Core i5 CPU. I have an NVIDIA 1080 GTX video card, and the three monitors that you see are also new. They're MSI curved monitors that are set at 144 hertz, so there's no delay in the picture at all, and it's very smooth. I'm also running a 512 Samsung CD hard drive. In addition to that, I have two other 512 gig hard drives. My main drive in the computer is a 6 terabyte drive that all the programs are on. The only thing that's on the solid state drive are the Windows programs and things to do with the main Windows operating system. Everything else goes on a 6 terabyte drive. And then when I do the recording, I'll be processing that recording, and I'll be placing that recording on YouTube once I finish it. It will be only this part of the flight, the takeoff, and the arrival into Minneapolis when I get there. So, of course, the live stream will be streaming for the next approximate 2 hours. 2 hours and 41 minutes to Minneapolis from Salt Lake City. But if everything goes well, we could be there a little quicker. So we'll kind of have to see how that goes. Right now we're climbing through 7,600 for, I believe, 9,000. And then from 9,000 we're going on up to 1116 and on up to a final level, flight level of 31,000 feet, or flight level 310. We're turning off the landing lights shortly. At 10,000 feet, we turn off the landing lights. Then I'll increase the airspeed to 280 knots. We're at 250 knots now, and then once I get up above 25,000 feet, I'll switch over to the Mach. And this aircraft flies at Mach 8.2, so we get a pretty good ground speed that way based on the winds. And once I turn off the recording, I will probably go back to the 2D view with a panel on board so I can do some tracking as far as the flight goes. Once we start down into Minneapolis, I'll probably go back to the full screen mode, or the 3D mode, what they call 3D mode, and X-Plane. Climbing out of Salt Lake City is quite pretty because there's some high mountains that we're going to fly just almost close enough to touch them once we make this next turn. So it's a pretty spectacular flight out of Salt Lake City. I've flown out of Salt Lake City several times for real, and it's a real breathtaking scene. When you've never flown out of Salt Lake City, if you ever get the chance, it's worth it because it's a great scenery. We're over the Great Salt Lake now, and we'll be turning west here shortly. Or sorry, we'll be turning east here shortly. Okay, landing lights are off. Seatbelt lights are off. And we're increasing our airspeed now to 280 knots. I'll be cutting off the video momentarily. Looks like I've got about 14, almost 15 minutes of the recording going, which I'll be stopping. But we'll continue on with the live feed for those who are watching. I guess it's just one of you watching the live feed right now. So if you have any comments or any questions, please text them to me and I'll do the best I can to respond to them. And we'll give you ideas and things of what's happening as far as where we're at in the flight. The gauges that you see in front of you, where I'm pointing out now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 SciTech gauges that match panel gauges, and there are three panels down below those. There's a switch panel over here. There is a radio panel over here, and then on the upper left, where you see the light blinking, is a multi-panel, which actually is the controls the flight management system, or quote, the autopilot. So we're crossing 12,000 feet now. We should be going, when we turn, we'll be going through this just about straight over Provo and heading out that way along the I-80 corridor towards Rock Springs. So I'm going to cut off the recording now. But we will try to keep the live stream live.
Cool. Oh, I want to play a game after you. Can we play this at? We can't, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to leave when this is over. Shortly after this is over.
There's nothing. It's cool. I'm going to switch over. I know. So,
Oh, shoot. Do something.
where are you?
I'm landing in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's over here. It's right over. Well, how about up here in front of us? Let's see.
You're in the back here, Mama.
It's over there, I think. We'll find it in a minute. It's over here.
It's over there?
It's over here.
I just know. Wait. Shh. That's cool. It's so big. You know, Minneapolis is just able to drop that off
What?
real quick. A costume. So we can
Oh,
get get your money back for it. Everything should be in there.
Give me just a second.
Okay. Hundreds on that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this the way this thing is built, this is really, really, really awesome.
That's cool. Hey, is there a concert going on the way back there?
Concert?
Looks like a concert.
Oh,
Minneapolis is so big. No joke, it's really good. That's what Minneapolis looks like.
there we are.
Oh, you're in an airplane. Is this a game?
Yes.
Yes. Where's the airport?
Right there.
With the lights?
Yep, we have that blue.
Oh, cool. I thought that was a concert. Because from far away, it looks like a concert, kind of. Looks sparkles going out in the air.
Just a minute. Who's ringing the doorbell now?
I don't know.
Oh, shoot. You have to push your button. There we go.
He said this some guy said it's the mowing. The mowing.
Oh,
He's gonna collect your mowing.
yeah.
I don't know how to play this game, so
No, we're not.
I don't know how to play it. All right, Mr. Gary, we gotta go.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
Caution. 400, 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.